This year, the timing has really worked out very well that we're recommending both vaccines at the same time, so at the beginning of influenza season. So as of today, anybody that's 5 years of age and older can get both vaccines at the same appointment. And it's changed over the last few years because the recommendations were different based on how many doses you needed to get. And also when the vaccines were brand new, we recommended more spacing between them just as we were initially monitoring for potential adverse effects of the COVID vaccine. Within the overall immunization community, I think we're hoping that we'll get into a much more normal pattern where you'll be getting your COVID vaccine likely at the same time as flu every year. And that's definitely the strategy that we're trying to take this year with the recommendations for the fall booster. So anybody who is at this time in Alberta, 18 years of age and older, can get that COVID booster, which is the bivalent vaccine at the same time as flu vaccine, as long as it's been 5 months since their last vaccine, and also if they've had a recent COVID infection. And we'll have to see if that is all we need until next fall, or if the virus is going to throw us another curveball later this spring. If you're 5 years of age and older, you're recommended to get your vaccine at a pharmacist, and you can book those appointments online, or a lot of pharmacies are offering walk-in appointments. And you do not have to book both vaccines to get both vaccines. So if you book an influenza vaccine appointment, you will be offered that COVID bivalent vaccine as well, as long as you're eligible. And so you can do that through a pharmacist, through an HS clinic, and you can book online or call HealthLink 811 to get those appointments. The only recommendations we give is to make sure you're feeling well and that your symptoms have resolved before you come to a public health clinic. We don't want people that are sick coming to our sites and potentially spreading infection. But as long as you're well, you can get your influenza vaccine. But if you've had COVID, we would recommend waiting 5 months before you get that COVID booster.
So my fiance is immunocompromised, and also with my line of work, I'm hoping to become an occupational therapist. I work with a lot of individuals who can be immunocompromised, so I just want to keep myself and others as safe as possible. I have had COVID and it did not go well, so it's nice to know that hopefully this will protect me from getting it again or getting it as worse as I had. It's really exciting to have that as an option. When the pandemic first started and there was nothing available, we just locked ourselves in our home and hoped for the best. So having this as an option now is really nice because we both feel safer going out into the community, and there's not that anxious feeling that I might bring something home to him.
For me, influenza, Anna goes to daycare, so it just means that she'll be protected this year. Lots of viruses over there. It means our household, hopefully, even if we do get sick, maybe we won't get as sick. So it's totally worth it, and she's also protecting those she comes in contact with over the winter. By getting the shot. It was fast, it was easy, and it's worth being protected over the winter. So we're happy about that.